Right, Mason. First of all, how you doing?
Good, yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Good,
What was that semi-final like? You know, here at Old Trafford, your first goal scored at Old Trafford. What did that feel like after, you know, some of the injuries you had?
Yeah, it's obviously a special night. Even when I think back at it now, it was like I wasn't doing much thinking during the game. It just happened. I
think that you play your best like that.
Yeah.
Or not you. I mean, I was the same.
Yeah, 100% you do. It's hard to get into that that feeling, that moment. But I feel like it was just a flow state, kind of 30 minutes, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, it was a special night.
To be fair, because even like you and Ahmad, you kind of changed the game because it was actually quite a tricky game up to that point. But I think you and Ahmad coming on it just felt like the energy, because the crowd before the game were brilliant, and then they played quite well.
Yeah,
and then you guys came on and it changed, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, watching the game, it was, you can feel like the tenseness in the crowd. They got the goal, so it made it difficult. I mean, it was never going to be an easy game, even though you're 3-0 up. Like, they're going to come here. They played with freedom that first half and created some chances. So, as a sub coming onto the pitch, you want to have an impact. You want to create chances. And obviously getting that first goal kind of settled it down, I think, a bit.
All right, come on, let's look at it, because it's a hell of a goal, by the way. It's a proper you goal, isn't it? You know, there's not many players, I think, that are good with the back to the game and like in the half turn. The cool thing I like about it is you didn't even look. Do you know what I mean? You look, like there, you point, you know where the ball should go. You just like, you know exactly where the team is.
Well, I think Lenny played a massive part in it as well.
Yeah, he definitely did.
You all right?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, good.
Mason, good to see you again. You all right?
You getting in on the interview or what?
Come on, get in
Yeah,
on
what are
it.
you watching? Mason's goals?
Yeah.
As I said, I think Lenny played a big part because
He actually created two, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he had time on the ball. I wanted it then. You can see my arms go up because I was like, play it through, but he obviously took on the.
If you watch the little detail there,
took
I'm
on
ready
the defender.
to.
Here he goes. Could have played him.
But he's all about the finish, and there it is.
But
Look at the scenes, that celebration there. Oh my God.
To be fair,
back.
this is one of the best places when you score a goal like that.
Definitely.
I think because
Well, I mean, I waited a long time to get a goal here, and obviously that occasion to score, the crowd's reaction, the type of game it was obviously amazing.
it was nice to actually see even like the teammates' reaction. It shows you like what a together group it is,
Yeah.
because obviously teammates see you in the dark when you're in the gym and it's
Definitely.
coming back from injuries. You know how much it means.
Yeah, definitely. I think Mason has been one of them players, like, we obviously know how good he's been, and he's had a couple of injuries here and there, and he's not really found the momentum, but he's been working hard for this every single day, and it's very good to see that all this hard work has been paying off.
What about, talk me through this one. It's interesting, after the game you said you took a bad touch, you wanted it on your right, but if you took it on your right,
Probably would.
You wouldn't have been able to score?
there, yeah. As H plays the ball in behind, for me it was just getting in front of my midfielder. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pass from me.
I just getting the second balls. Know whether the defender was there. I didn't know what was going to happen. I see the keeper coming out, and it was just getting in front of the defender, and then he's obviously kicked it low, and it's just a reaction. Like, I just reacted, tried to get a good touch, and as soon as I saw the ball was just sitting nicely, I was just trying to get it on target, and yeah, I mean, obviously an unbelievable feeling. I see the defender jumping.
He almost tried to catch it,
I
didn't
see
he?
the defender jumping and trying to head the ball, but as soon as it went over his head, I turned around because I could see where the ball was going. So yeah, that was a nice one. Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot.
No, wicked. What's it been like for you? Obviously, I think now you've got a lot of boys coming back, Mason and Ahmad. It feels like there's more options, you know, to hopefully create a few more chances for yourself as well.
Yeah, I guess it's all about the options, like you're saying. Whenever we have an entire squad, we got loads of quality, and then it's just for the manager to pick the team in it. And I'm there in front of the goal just for the scrappy ones, like I scored that in that game as well.
But you know what I was saying to Ruben earlier? From my experience, actually, some of these games you can win something on as simple as second balls.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you win the second balls, you get a bit of confidence in the game, and then you can create more opportunities for the strikers.
I think they were massive in this game as well. The first half, as I said before, they come and they were aggressive. They had obviously not much pressure. It's 3-0 already. They were winning a lot of second balls in that first half and tackles, and that was one of my kind of things I was thinking about coming onto the pitch, trying to win that battle before obviously creating chances and that we needed to win the battle first, and I thought the lads done that really well. And obviously when you get the first goal, it gives you that confidence to go on and create more chances, and obviously Razzie gets his one, Cassie gets his, and then the game kind of calms down after that.
But you know, like you think when you get used to playing with certain people and players, obviously Mason plays different than Ahmad and Bruno and Gunnar. Everybody's quite different. Do you think it takes a bit of time for you to get used to
I guess
certain player profiles?
Yeah, 100%, especially in this system, because there's so many, like, you gotta really like have an understanding of each other.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important with the training, because you sort of need to sort of learn each other's patterns. So whenever Mason knows, when he has the ball and looking forward, I'll probably be looking at spinning or coming to feet, and you sort of need to have that eye contact, and it's so important to get that during the training and also the game.
Right, well, so Mason, I think you got to go somewhere else.
Thank you.
Good luck for the final,
thanks,
yeah?
Thanks, mate.
Oh, good one.
Yeah?
Cheers.
See you later, yeah. Well done.
We sitting down or
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Rasmus, how you doing? How you feeling? You ready for the final?
I am indeed. I'm looking forward. It's going to be great to play in another final, hopefully, with Man United.
I mean, if I think back to one of the reasons why I came to this club was part of that. You know, the history of the football club.
Yep.
I mean, obviously Sir Bobby and Sir Alex and, you know, all the iconic players. And I think if I think now, every day in my life, somebody comes up to me and speaks about Man United, about a final or, you know, winning a Premier League. So I think the impact these finals can have on you now, but also for the rest of your life, it's quite remarkable.
Yeah, it just come back to last year really, the FA Cup final. Win against Man City and playing in I think it's the oldest cup tournament as well in history, and winning that in my first year was amazing. And I know domestically it's not been great, but again we're here to win trophies, and if we can get that over the line on Wednesday, it's going to be an amazing thing to do.
Has it surprised you kind of the focus on Manchester United? You know, all the commentary, obviously the TV, and everybody seems to have an opinion on Man United has it been more than you anticipated?
Well, yes, I cannot lie, but then again, it's also why I'm here, because I feel like I was ready. I felt like I was ready to take on this responsibility of playing for Man United. It's always been my dream, and like you said, it's probably been a bit surprised of how many opinions, but then again, it's about sticking to your game. I'm only now 22. I got plenty more years to develop and keep becoming better and better, and I'm trying to focus on that instead of like whenever it goes good or whenever it goes bad, all the opinions. So
yeah, if I think back to the teams that I was fortunate to play in, they had quite a lot of senior players. So maybe at 22 that you probably would have been maybe the third or fourth, just so you could kind of learn your way. You know, you think about, you know, in our team, Cristiano and Tevez and Rooney, and then we had a young Danny Welbeck, you know, and so I think they had the opportunity to learn from those guys, where I think now, you know, yourself and Marcus and Martial, they're just thrown kind of straight in and expected to, and I do think it takes time for young players to adjust to those things.
yeah, you can put it in two ways. Can you know? You can do it like you're doing, or being thrown in it like I've been. I think you gain experience from both ways, really. I obviously am not going to sit here and say I don't want to play or whatever. But then again, for example, last year, Anto was there and he's been playing here for loads of years, but he was unlucky and got loads of injuries. So I obviously had to take a lot of the game time, whereas that could have been maybe nice, and especially in the beginning, because I was new and I had to sort of learn my way to be a United player, and also to get used to these facilities and find a house and all these sort of things, where that could probably have been nice to sort of have a little bit of support.
When you look towards the final, obviously Tottenham, you know them well. What do you think? How do you see it playing out? Obviously, two teams know each other really well, both managers. You know, what do you see being the main points?
Yeah, it's going to be a big game. Two clubs that obviously have been struggling in the domestic league, but then again, European and standing in a final, it's incredible. So yeah, it's going to be an important game for both teams. Like you just said, good team we're going to face, and we're looking forward to grab the opportunities.
Do you think there'll be anything tactically different? Because both managers have kind of clear ideas on how they play, and want to play out. Do you think there'll be, again, I think sometimes even winning second balls in these games?
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to play, I think you can win a lot of second balls.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Finals is always different, aren't they? Because you're playing for silverware, so the risk of the game is obviously much higher. So you need to adapt to that sort of circumstances, and you cannot just be throwing everything out. Maybe if you're one goal behind, then you start throwing a bit more, and obviously on the other way, and on the other end you defend a bit more. So yeah, I like to say the finals has its own life, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think this is what I think also there's a lot of pressure. You're playing for Man United, but I think there's a privilege which you've earned. Coming all the way over from Denmark to come here, it's actually a privilege to play in a final, and I think learning to enjoy it is important too. I know it's hard, but to enjoy kind of the final as well.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, like you said, there's a lot of opinions and pressure of this football club, but then again, you're going to be written into history if you do win, and that's why I'm here. I want to be part of this great club's history, and I want to be remembered.
Well, go and make some memories. Good luck for the final.
Cheers, lad.
Hope you score a goal and win it. And
hopefully.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right.